The views and opinions expressed by Pete Moxley and Poophead of the Week do not represent the views of the staff and management of YouTube, Google, Facebook, Revolution Wrestling, or any other corporate or affiliated entities. Poophead of the Week is brought to you by Robo-Rooter. Call Robo-Rooter, that's the name, and we'll kill all political robocall operators with shurikens. It doesn't matter what your particular good book tells you, or if your shit-faced social circle uses the phrase, "you're gay," like they have some almighty rubber glue inferiority complex. But there is no denying the strides made by the LGBT community for equal rights ever since the election of President Obama. Despite the toxic political climate, 36 states and the District of Columbia have fully recognized and legalized the rights of same-sex marriage, leaving the door more than wide open for a discussion about the new definition of a traditional marriage. Civil unions are also observed federally, and in states where marriage is universally not accounted for. Athletes, entertainers, maybe even some of your best friends, and even some of our serving military, are becoming more brave to desert their closets. And maybe they're actually naked and have no clothes in their closets, but they have pride still hanging on their sleeves. And possibly dangling out in the open, but that's only because LGBT individuals want to show that they shouldn't have to live in restraint because of their orientation. Then there are those, not with pride on their sleeves, but with faith in their hearts and their good books, who want to drive lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgendered individuals back into obscurity, little by little, either by familial belief or by religious instruction, or because they didn't listen to their own doctors when they said they may need to do a little operation on their heart. These folks, maybe your friends, maybe even your elected officials, may need to do a little rewriting of their belief systems, or the original documents of which instilled such a flawed faith, or the bills in their states which flaunt the phrase religious freedom without having to explain the details of the fine print. Religious freedom? That's just psycho speak for no soup for you, Siegfried and Roy. And then there are a group of high school students whose belief system could only be described as actions dost shout speaketh louder than thou words. Last week, the Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network sponsored its 19th annual Day of Silence, which is used to spread awareness about the bullying of LGBT students and their supporters. The day before, a group of students at McGuffey High School near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, created their own Anti-Gay Day, which encouraged those who recognize themselves as anti-gay to wear flannel and write anti-gay on their arms and hands. One student told a local reporter that there was pushing and anti-LGBT propaganda hanging on lockers. The propaganda even went as far as the creation of a quote-unquote lynch list with a noose hanging off of an American flag. The right-wing religious group Focus on the Family states the Day of Silence was part of an exploitation of, quote, leftist assumptions about homosexuality and its morality, and that Christian and conservative beliefs were being eradicated. This is neither political or religious. Forget about what your teachings say if you are ye of plenty faith, and forget about the adults who are in positions to enforce their own will and not yours about how you should think. Point blank, there is executable bullying being done against a group of young people whose orientation and upbringing may never be fully understood, but who shouldn't be denied the right to live like those who may be different than they are. And a similar group of young people hung a noose on an American flag, wishing death on them. I've been single for a while, and so this could very well be the rationale for what I'm about to say. Wearing flannel while creating a lynch list for gays. Explain to me how this isn't more faggoty than any quote-unquote gay thing an LGBT person would have ever done to you. Sure, call your god to debate me. He's been dead for hundreds of centuries. The Anti-Gay Day students at McGuffey High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like, totally shitheads.